Glasses.
Which one are you going to tie next?
The Peacock Plus.
Okay. I'll pass that out for you.
Go ahead and get
The
that started.
peacock? Thank you.
Okay, this next fly, for me, is a fairly new fly. I just started tying it late last summer, really. And I saw the basic pattern in, I can't remember which magazine, one of the fishing magazines. Like most fly tyers, I had to try it. And like most fly tyers, I had to adapt it a little bit to the way I want to tie. But the flies we've been tying tonight, the flies that I generally keep in my fly box, the flies I use, all these flies have caught fish. And I've only fished this fly one time, and I caught 2 fish.
Mm-hmm. That's good to go.
One afternoon, but enough to show me, yeah, I guess it does work. So I went ahead and worked on the pattern and put it in for the day. Hope I can remember how to tie it.
Yeah.
We're going to start off here at the, tie the thread in and pretty much wrap the shank of the hook with the thread. And we're going to take a CDC feather, and I'm going to tie it in on top of the shank here. A little bit on the long side. I've stripped the fibers off the bottom and I'm tying it in by the shaft. Make sure it's tied down good, and then take some peacock. And tie this in. Somebody asked me before whether I wrap the thread around the peacock, and I usually don't, but this is what they're referring to. I think. Was it you that asked? To give a stronger body. And if you want to do that, by all means, do it. Wrap that up. Secure it. Then we pull over a shell back. Now in the article I read, at this point they trim it and tie it off. But I like to do like we did with the pheasant tail and pull it back over again and give it a little fuller back. And then go ahead and trim this back even with the bend of the hook. Now I'll admit I am not a great advocate of CDC. I think it's a high maintenance material.
Mm-hmm.
Don't want anybody to tell Renee Harrop I said that. But this did float low in the water I was fishing, which was fairly slow water. And like I say, I did get a couple fish come up and hit it. I suspect they took it as a caddis. And I think by bending it back over, I give it a lot more floatability. But I saw it, I thought it looked interesting, I tried. And it's one that I'll fish again sometime.
I would probably tie that with moose as a pullover.
Pardon?
I would probably tie that with moose as a pullover as a beetle or something, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I've been fishing a lot of beetles wet. I'm doing pretty good.
That's, again, another very, very simple fly.
The amount of thread between your shank and your bobbin is really short.
Right,
And you seem to put very little pressure on your thread when you wrap.
No, I do put pressure on it. And I ought to mention that while we're talking here. When you're tying your thread or any other material, you want a fair amount of tension. You don't want to wrap it too loose, or your fly won't hold together.
Didn't look like you're putting much.
But yeah, I try to keep tension on whatever the material is that I'm wrapping.
And the short thread.
You have a lot better control with your thread if you keep it short. You don't want to be up here wrapping your knuckles down on the tabletop. But yeah, I try to keep my thread very short as I wrap, and then just feed it out as I need it. Good point.